things I most love about this school, I think, over the years I've been here, of course, are the young people that make up our school. Ever since I started here, it's just been such a delight to work with young people who, with just some prompting and support, just want to get so much out of their education and are so open to learning. I think one of the reasons I've stayed here so long is because every year I've worked here, both as a teacher and more recently as a leader, there's been something different that young people have brought to the school. I think I'd also add to the fact that we've got a fantastic staff body, which makes me always feel, get so much pleasure out of working with them. So keen to do the right things, so keen to continue their own professional learning and support the young people who are part of our school.
I really enjoyed the support from the teachers with helps with switching subjects and time management. I've had really good advice.
Well, I think there's a really good sense of community, and I like how I think there's a good relationship between the students and the teachers. They treat each other with respect, and it makes it an enjoyable place to be.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's really important to us is that sense of treating everybody as an individual. We're very suspicious of pathways and routes which tend to siphon off youngsters at a particularly early stage. We've always been very resistant of that.
I'd say it's a really happy school, and we base a lot of what we do on our relationships, both the relationships between students and the relationships between student and teachers as well, which is always really strong.
The things I most love about this school, I think, over the years I've been here, of course, are the young people that make up our school.
Yeah, I really like the opportunities that the school gives you to do the things that you love, and you get many opportunities.
I like history and a couple of other subjects.
I think I like the diversity and how there's never the same of one person or thing. Everyone's different in their own way, and it all round just gives you the best opportunities you could have.
Yeah, it just gives you choice of what you can do.
Independence.
Yeah.
What do I love about my job? I really enjoy working with children. Very much want to show children the right ways of life and wanting to make sure that they progress in the right areas and in the right way. Love teaching. I love being able to share my experience and my knowledge with students and allowing them to express themselves in different ways, really. Cherwell has a great sort of sense of togetherness, and we all look after each other. We all work really well as a team. There's always somebody there to help you if you need some support, and it's nice that we are able to build strong relationships with both staff and students so that we can lean on each other if we needed to.
And who's the strictest out of you two?
I would probably say Coralie.
I would say it's funny because I think you're stricter on the boys.
Yeah.
I'm probably stricter on the girls. So it's good balance.
There is a good balance.
I think
I would
say we have a really good balance.
Yeah, we do. We work really well together.
Yeah.
And we know the kids, which is
yeah.
Who do you support at football?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Liverpool, of course.
How does that work?
Really well. You messaged me.
Surprisingly really well.
Nervous because I didn't think I was going to be in the same form with my friends, but the teachers and the form tutors have helped you out by letting you make new friends.
The teachers are a lot more specialised in PE, so you have every teacher's more into what subject they're teaching rather than primary school teachers who teach maths. They teach everything.
I like learning languages and trying everything.
We offer all of our subjects all the way from year 7 to 13. So they can do English right until they're 18. They can do drama right until they're 18. And we offer all the subjects on the national curriculum right through, which we're really, really proud of, including a kind of choice of modern languages. And we keep our curriculum as broad to allow them that freedom of choice throughout, really. I think what we're proud of, actually, is all of our subject teachers love their subjects. It doesn't matter if you study English, history or drama, the person in front of you will be incredibly enthusiastic and will be jumping around the room trying to get you into that. Sometimes a friendly competition, I suppose. Options, GCSE options is always a bit like that. It's who's got the highest numbers, and just for the record, that's been history for the last 12 years under my tenure, certainly. So
I think one of the key things there is the expertise of the teachers as well, and their subject knowledge as well, sort of really drives that enthusiasm.
When we look at when we look and think about the students who've left the school and go on to wonderful careers and all sorts of things, sure, some of the bits of paper they leave with have set them on some pathways, but it's all the other attributes that they've learned, and we try to put those in from a curriculum point of view, from assemblies, and also, you know, as Lindsay's talking about, the way the teachers will model enthusiasm and love of their subjects, so that students we leave with all of that as well, I suppose.
Yeah, we want them to think really hard about what they're learning, because we know that helps them be really engaged in the world around them, and as Tom was saying, really curious as well about what's happening in the wider world as well. Knowing stuff feels good. It always feels
it's one of the things we love at
Yeah.
Cherwell. You can genuinely be a massive geek here, and that is very well respected, and amongst students and staff. You can be really into your stuff here, and that's okay. And we really think that's important, and that's valued by everyone, really.
I didn't know anyone when I came to Cherwell, but I made friends pretty quickly. I'm always excited to come to school to see your friends and teachers and stuff.
Well, for me and for the school, we want to try and make a transition period as easy as for someone going from one place to another and feeling as comfortable as they did in their first place, their second place, whether that's through the academic achievement or whether that's through pastoral care. We want to ensure that every student that comes to us feels like almost that this is their second home, and that they spend so long of their day here that they enjoy, that they're able to enjoy the opportunities we offer them, they're able to build their understanding about responsibility, and important that they also take away that we want them to be excellent in some respect. I need to ensure that these kids are ready for their next steps also of going from secondary school to the real world in terms of acting appropriately within the working environment. So what we try to do is base our behaviour system on real world experiences. We would always say that, you know, the students, they need to aspire to what they feel is right for them. You know, sixth form may not be right for them here, that's absolutely fine, but there are brilliant ventures out there, such as apprenticeships and college, that they can also progress in to achieve whatever they need to achieve moving forward.
That if you ask a teacher a query, they'll answer it, and even if they don't know, they'll try and get back to you.
We always have a lot of fun. There's always quite a lot of joking around, but there's also quite a lot of learning. So there's a good contrast between joking around and also learning some cool stuff.
I reckon mainly just the environment, like everyone together. You have so many friends, and just everyone works together really nicely, and it just makes lessons really fun. There's never a dull moment, really. Yeah.
I think maybe the relationship between the teacher and students. Even on the way back from school, I'd say hi to my history teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I feel there's a connection where they teach me, and I get a lot back from that.
We very much believe that the Cherwell Sixth Form is a part of the Cherwell School, and therefore our students are very much part of that school environment. They're the older students within the school, and as such, they're very much the models to the younger students.
I don't think they put too much pressure on us, in a bad way. I think they support all students, no matter what their ability and no matter where they want to go in life.
All students with all different needs are fully included into the curriculum of the school and are part of the mainstream school. We will, of course, make adaptations for their needs and try and meet them. That's where support comes in, but they're fully expected to be part of the life of the school. So our children with special educational needs are supported but not treated any differently from other children within the school. We look at the individual, and we take children from their starting points and look to make progress with them from their starting points. So success and excellence will look different for different children depending on what their needs are, and we will celebrate that success regardless of what that looks like in comparison with other people, because we know that everybody's different, and inclusion for us means that everybody is welcome here. For some, their success might be to do with their academic achievement. For some, it will mean I can go on to the next stage of my education with a solid grounding in the basics. For some, it will mean I can just take the next step, which for me, from my starting point, is the appropriate next step in my education. So it's about providing children with the means to move into their next steps, and ultimately to live a happy and successful life, of course. Learners who find learning more difficult, absolutely at the heart of what we do, and we spend a lot of time with our teachers in the classroom training them to support children with different needs and to understand that the disadvantage that can sometimes lead to children not doing as well as other children.
Come to Cherwell School!